Reset the mojo.
Too Buttery.
Pizza dough.
And
Retrograde. Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos! Hello and welcome here to the Velocity Chaos Podcast. We are coming to you at the speed of sound on these sweet, sweet airwaves. I am joined by the pocket stabber, Nick.
Hey, always looking for loose change. Happy to be here for the 83rd episode of the Velocity Chaos Podcast. This is going to be awesome, and I'm happy to welcome to the studio our friend, DJ Ferry Bread.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having me out this episode.
Yeah, no problem. Always happy to have you here. Luke, I know we got a great show today. What's going on?
Oh, we got some party knowledge coming at you about Mercury. Then we got a hot buzzkill segment that DJ Ferry Bread's going to give to us. And then how does it do that? I think it's one of people's favorite things out there. We're going to find out how it does it. Because this is just a reminder for our returning listeners and a note for our new friends that here at the Velocity Chaos Podcast, we explore the highest heights of human knowledge and the lowest depths of crude humor. Our mission is to tickle that pink thing between your ears and poke that frontal lobe, or sometimes just smash the laugh box. So hop in and buckle up for an infotainment ride across the airwaves.
And I just wanted to say as well, also, every time, all you guys out there, it'd be sweet if you could follow us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod and on Facebook. Also, if you could just throw us a little bit of love on Apple iTunes or podcasts or Spotify. We're also on YouTube if you feel like watching along with us today. We would love to see you there interacting, having a good time. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs down, we'll forgive you. But thanks to all those out there who do support us. Couldn't do it without you.
All right, here we are going to go into our warm-up segment of the episode, Make the Connection, where DJ Ferry Bread is going to roll a die or some, and then give us amount of turns that we have to make the connection between a couple words that he's going to give us. DJ Ferry Bread, what's you rolling today?
Gonna hit you with the D6s.
Ooh.
What do we have, boys? It's a 4 and a 1.
Ooh.
Still sub 6. We're on a sub 6 streak here, but
we're stuck.
Glad we're not on a campaign right now.
Well, let's see what kind of damage you can do on this one, boys.
Oh, wow.
I want you to make the connection between volcanoes and cinnamon rolls.
Yummy. What? How many turns was it? You had a 4 and a 1?
5.
4 and a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, 5 total.
No, 4 and a 1.
4 and a 1. Okay, it was 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Make it harder on
Wait,
us.
should we add a D20 into the mix?
Oof, I don't know if we want to go 25.
There's a 4 minus 1. No, guys, we got 5 turns to make it between volcanoes and cinnamon rolls in our word association, just to get our brains lively, warmed up. It's late night, so let's do it.
I will give Nick the first word, and then we will start with that one. So, volcanoes.
Eruption.
Enjoyment.
Sugar.
Icing.
Cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. That worked. That worked.
Tasty. That works.
Cinnabon.
I thought you were gonna go heat.
That's what I thought
Heat
first would be.
oven. There's a
Eruption, Van Halen, Hot for Teacher, Cinnabuns.
If you're one of our chaotics out there, guys, listen. I like challenging these guys, but if you're out here listening, screaming at your phone or your radio, whatever you're listening on, comment on the little Instagram. Send us a DM. Send us what you think, and maybe you'll get a little shout out on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
Do it in 2.
We've done it in 1 before it was cool. So, all right, let's move on to our first segment here. Party knowledge. This is a segment here where we guys give you over there better words than what I'm giving you now. No, it gives these guys some information about a particular topic. In this instance right here, it's Mercury in retrograde.
This is a band name. I can write this down.
So, when you're at that party and you see the girl with way too many bracelets and the heavy eyeliner and the bangs, you can go over here and be like, heard Mercury's in retrograde until October 2nd.
Where can I buy tickets?
This will totally be up her alley. Because she's probably, I guess I'm profiling, but I'm guessing she'd be into astrology. So this is the astrological thing, is Mercury in retrograde.
Okay.
So what is it? What is it? You guys need to compose yourselves.
What is it? Sorry.
You're good. I'm good.
Keep going.
So 3 or 4 times a year it happens. Mostly it's 3 times. This time it's 4 times this year it's happening.
4 times?
3 times in general, but Mercury stops moving forward through the degrees of the zodiac and begins moving backwards. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Your mind is getting
Look at
blown.
my face.
We're talking about planets still, right?
Planets moving backwards.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna come correct on this.
It's better.
It's not Mercury in retrograde. That's what we call it, but it's the apparent retrograde of Mercury.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mercury in Gatorade.
Yes, the amount of mercury in Gatorade making everyone crazy is not true because
it's going up.
We're not defaming that. What it is, it's the appearance of the planet moving backwards in the sky. So I probably could have figured it out, but through the sky, I don't know if left to right means forward, and then at some point maybe it looks like it's going backwards. I don't know.
So this would be like if the sun going from east to west shifted from going west to east.
Yes. So that's what it looks like in the sky
at night.
Yeah. So opposite of whatever it normally does, or maybe this is normal. We don't know. But the way we're going around the sun.
So what does this mean for my my horoscope?
So you want to know what the effects of Mercury retrograde are?
That's where all these really great erections have come from.
Yes, possibly. So first, Mercury is one of the gods of communication. I think Greek god, and then you got the Roman god Hermes, like equivalent, something of those lines. You just throw out those words, and people will be like, "Yeah, I got you."
Yeah.
This isn't the finite information. We're just giving you the bare bones, hot buzzwords that you can throw out when you're talking about Mercury and retrograde.
So Mercury's out there. He's just like, "Yeah, I got my PhD in communications." All the other guys are like, that guy's a loser.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people. It's funny. Like that's one of those degrees that's just communications, bro.
That's why I invented astrology, so I could pick up chicks.
Yeah.
This is all Mercury's fault.
And they say, so he's got 1 foot in the the people plane, and then 1 foot in the
purple people plane.
The like the life of where we live, and then he's got 1 foot where the gods live, so he can go bounce back and forth
because he's communicating.
Yeah, so when he's chatting up them hotties, them babes, and they're like, oh, where's Mercury? He just zip out of there. Never existed. Go find some other babes.
Gotta get out of here.
So the effects of Mercury in retrograde, so it's a communication thing that happens where, you might find, you have some bad interactions with people. Maybe some people are shorter than they normally are for this time.
That's definitely happening to me right now.
It's possible.
I'm getting blown up right now.
It's September 9th.
Look at these text chains.
Look at it. It just keeps going.
The wife.
But, so it is something that people feel like things are upside down, but they say maybe it's sometimes it's actually what you need, where you got to, dig down. It's a little time for some introspection where you can kind of look back on things. But other times, when it hits you and you're not ready for it, you have these bad interactions and you're short with people, or some people are short with you. It's because Mercury's in retrograde. Mercury. Yeah, I'm going to make it smaller, even smaller than the whole thing. Retrograde.
Guys, bro, we're in a month of Retrograde. Is that a city in Russia?
No, it's a state of life.
I'm gonna put that on my next HR report when I do something real bad at work. Dude, we're gonna have to let you go. Like, bro, hold on. If you check Mercury, it's in retrograde. So you really can't do that because I'm an aquarium.
It's not my fault,
bro. I'm a full aquarium right now. Dude,
I'm Cancer.
Don't eclipse me with your shade, bro.
So Mercury's been in retrograde this is the third time. So
Hey,
January
girl, you Cancer?
to February.
Because I want to get you.
And then
You're in HR.
and it was May 10th to June 2nd, and then September 9th to October 1st, and then December 28th. So, New Year's Day, watch out if things are a little crazy this year.
Oh, it's going to be a
Yeah.
Sorry, you got me saying it
So
now.
this changes. Like, it's not always the same time.
It's not always the same. It's generally those 3 times, but yeah.
Because Mercury has a shorter
It goes quicker.
orbit.
Yeah.
And so that means like it's offset from our calendar year. That changes all the time.
Yeah. So what should you do when Mercury's in retrograde?
Get a lot of Ben and Jerry's.
A lot of that. So the planet Mercury rules all communication because you can't even talk. Jesus Christ.
You're not Mercury.
I'm not. It's
We
retrograde.
we thought you were for a second.
No.
We thought you were the god of communication.
Nope.
But no.
Now, obviously, Mercury being in retrograde right now is affecting myself personally, or with the words that I'm spewing out of my mouth hole. So what you could do, it's gonna affect your listening, your writing, your reading, your speaking, and so on. All these things that have to do with communication, like negotiations and contracts, and also rules of travel, automobiles, shipping, and mail. So you might order something and be like, "Where is it? It's supposed to be here in 2 days. I got Prime," and it shows up in 3. That's Mercury in retrograde. Astrology is stuff to blame things on.
Can we just like shoot Mercury out of the sky and just do away with this?
No
every
more.
year?
Mercury is non-existent.
Everyone's just like, that package that was supposed to be here in 2 days? Yeah, it's never coming.
Done.
Oh
All
no!
communication.
Put Mercury back together.
You thought Bezos and Musk were going out to the space stations because they're like, oh, we're gonna make your packages cool. It's like, no, they're going to take out Mercury. Bro.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Is Mercury the same as he Hermes?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
now I get it.
So
The
when
winged messenger.
the winged guy with the
winged
feet,
guy.
the sandal shoes with the
The
wings.
snake and the stick.
When Mercury is in retrograde, try to remain flexible and patient, understanding, allowing extra time for travel. Avoid signing any new contracts that you're unsure of. Double check your email response and check with reservations before you take that trip. So just double check everything. Be a little patient.
Double down.
So, I mean, that's kind of the basics of Mercury and being in retrograde. So take some time to reflect, yourself. You can look inward, maybe do some of your hobbies, get into those. Play some Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. Not play an instrument or writing, kind of your art, draw stuff, or just get out, do some hiking.
Get the angst out on the page.
Yeah, just take a little loose, hang a little loose. Don't have to be so tight.
How are we supposed to deal with other people? Avoid
A
them.
little patience, just a little patience goes a long.
I'm
way.
supposed to give you patience. Man.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. I found so there are other. I was looking up other.
Yeah. Does Jupiter go into retrograde?
It does.
I wouldn't want to mess around with that. That would be a tough time.
Yeah. Where did that one go? Where did that link go?
Oh no, we've lost it.
Lost it.
Missing link. No worries.
But
Pluto goes into retrograde. It's just like, hey guys. That's kind of fleeting, dude.
and you're like, I just felt a tingle in the dingle.
no, they actually say that Pluto going into retrograde is also bad because it's a death thing.
Pluto?
Yeah,
Aw.
it's very Pluto. All those
Joke's
small,
on you.
Very powerful.
Pluto's looking down on me now, like I'm coming for you, fool.
Yeah. I'm way over here, but I'm about to be right here.
It's oftentimes overlooked in the astronomy world, but fierce in terms of astrology.
Fierce.
So fierce. It's coming at you. Considering the planet of regeneration, it does focus a lot on death and rebirth, but Pluto retrograde should not be feared. It should be a time in which people make changes personally or professionally that are sustainable towards their overall goals.
I wish I would have known that in college. You
Yeah.
just rock up to that girl in the party and just like, hey girl, we might not make it to the night. Pluto in retrograde.
That's right. Should totally before that.
She's like, yeah, I'm going to go over here.
So the thing with these retrogrades, so Pluto is in retrograde from April 29th to October 28th. That's a lot of time to be in retrograde.
Bro, there's a lot of people gone
Yeah.
missing.
Saturn in retrograde for 2022, June 4th to October 23rd.
Where's the November one?
I don't think. I mean,
November
they're all.
is
It's all part of it.
clear.
Oh, here we
November
go.
is clear.
Neptune, June 28th to December 4th.
The oceans are just a little more choppy.
Neptune retrograde is a reality check of the cosmos. During this time, you might find yourself wondering, how come I didn't realize this before?
it's just 2 months of Velocity Chaos. What I just found out segments. Just look at what I just found out.
Here's another one. Jupiter, July 28th to November 23rd. So this coincides with July's new moon in Leo, a time to start anew. As soon as people hear the word retrograde, they get scared, and that shouldn't be the case, specifically with Jupiter because it's a benevolent energy. Of course, it has a shadow side, but for the most part, it's pretty nice.
Pretty nice. Hey, Jupe, what up?
Did you ever think Uranus would go into retrograde?
It's every day in
After
retrograde.
Chipotle, dude.
So as of... I think it was at 4:58 this afternoon. My anus went into retrograde. No, Uranus went. No, August 19th, 2021 to January 18th, 2022, and then August 25th to January 1st. So this is like half a year at a time.
I'm gonna pronounce
Uranus
it.
will be in retrograde.
When I have kids, get ready.
Yes.
Get that TP. When my kids are born, I'm gonna call it Uranus.
Uranus.
And I'm gonna be like, yeah, Uranus, that planet up there, and they're gonna be like, yeah, Uranus. And then whenever they hear people talking about Uranus, they're gonna be like really upset.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great practical joke.
God, idiot! You believe me?
You believe me for 10 years? So stupid.
Mars in retrograde. It's my least favorite. Says Montefiore. Reveals of the planet's retrograde. Mars rules your divine energy. You can't function at your best. So that's why here.
Do people have planets like that they're kind of like
I think
paired with?
Yeah, I think your astrology, whenever
What planet
we're
am I?
Scorpio. I think we might be Mars. I don't know. Let's see.
Mars.
Are you guys born the same month?
Yeah.
No
like
names.
5 days apart. or
Yeah,
something.
bro.
I mean, I knew that. I knew.
Yeah,
Totally
but
remember.
different month maybe. Do talk about something.
I was gonna say, cause yeah.
Yeah, it's yours. The floor is
Yeah,
yours.
dude. I had one friend, Zach's girlfriend's always yelling at me because she's like, well, you got to know your sign, like you're a Taurus and that means you're bullheaded. And I was like, I could have told you that. Like,
I don't need no scopes to tell me that.
yeah, dude.
Pluto and Mars.
Bro.
And then
Deathly.
Taurus is Venus.
Ooh, yeah. That one inside.
There you go. But yeah,
I'm your Venus. We're not allowed to sing too much on here. I've been scolded before.
he is
So I only
your
sing.
Venus.
I sing at least one bar.
And then
I'm
wait.
your Venus.
Hey, everyone's
Yeah, I was
got a
gonna say
Venus right here.
that's not illegal.
Is this your Venus?
It's a little farther back. It's.
Is it?
I thought
it was the elbow.
Really?
Oh, is it the elbow?
Yeah, the elbow
elbow.
skin. Your
Okay.
Venus.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's not
I
a
tug
swear
on my
word.
Venus from time to
It's
time.
not a swear word.
You tugging your weenus?
Yeah,
He just
Not
tries to
just
keep
rub
it
your
tight.
weenus.
Nah, you gotta, sometimes you gotta pinch it.
You're pinch and roll kind of weenus guy?
Pinch and
You always
roll.
gotta pinch and roll.
Pull it back a little bit.
Yeah. That, you know what else? I'm glad we could bounce this off the wall, but you know what else I bounce off the wall? Sometimes my weenus, sometimes ball. Yes, ball. I bounce ball. That's right. Ball comes back. A ball is state of the art sphere. When given enough velocity, will bounce off a surface. That's right. Ball bounces. Ball will bounce. And if you haven't seen it for your own eyes, you probably would not believe me, but you should believe me because that's what ball does. Why would I lie to you? It's not like they're paying me to say that ball bounces even though it doesn't actually bounce. That would be ludicrous. Of course ball bounces. Let me show you. See? I bounce, ball bounce. Ball bounce right back. Get your palms on ball today at your local ball retailer. At checkout, mention the Velocity Chaos podcast for a free weird look from your cashier. This is not an actual product, service, or idea, just in case you thought it was. It's not. If there is something out there with the same name, you're unaware and have no affiliation and offer no judgment on the actual product, service, or idea.
What is it is?
What is it is?
It is it Buzzkill.
Uh-oh.
Buzzkill is a segment where we have a random timer run by DJ Ferry Bread. He is going to be keeping track of it. He's also going to be feeding us topics that will be discussed within that time limit. And when we run out of time, you'll be hearing this sound. The sound that we all love. So we're going to get into it and let him take it away. This is all DJ Ferry Bread.
All right, guys. You know the rules. When you hear the it's time to move on. Oh,
Sounds good.
Well, yeah.
All right. Hit it.
No, we're just not going to move on.
20 minutes.
Dude, he's in his Mercury phase.
It's his communication.
Bro.
It is what it is.
Oh my
You just
gosh,
give
I'm all over.
you just give this guy a microphone. He thinks he's got a PhD in communications, like he's some mercurial retrograde guy.
All right. Your topic today is photography.
Snapshots of life. You know, we don't do enough photography. We take pictures, but we don't do photography. You know,
Photography.
it's such a more impactful word. Photography.
Photography.
Oh, do you take pictures? No, I photograph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I capture life. I know I could take a picture, but I could photograph a moment in time for you to remember, to give you 1,000 words to speak on it.
Dude, there's a legendary song called Photograph, but there ain't many songs called Pics
Nope.
or Take a Pic.
Photographs and memories.
See, I can't sing. I'm not allowed to sing on the Lost UKS podcast. It's crushing my soul. No, photographs, man. I shot my first couple rolls of 35 millimeter film. That's fun.
Oh, dang.
Tactile, it's a little more fun. You miss, like, if you don't get that focus right, you don't get that exposure right, you're kind of measuring everything as you're going instead of just like pointing and
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna try this 30 more times. You could, but that's gonna cost you $12.
Sometimes that's the charm, though.
It is
when it's off.
When you got to pay for something, it's worth more.
Yeah. You're gonna invest. I guess yes. If it costs more, it's worth.
You are
more.
correct, Nick. You are correct.
Yes, that's how money
Look
works.
at him. He's still thinking about that. He's still thinking about it.
When when you're gonna invest more in the skill when you have to when it costs more.
Yeah, there's more pressure on.
Yeah.
Same with working out. You're like, if I don't show up to the gym, that's the trick. I could not work out at home, and then finally started paying for a gym membership. I got that black card membership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
And I go because
Your subject is claw machines.
oh yeah.
That's the gambler's addiction of those who are addicted to fluffy things, stuffed animals.
What an upsell.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, this would cost $2 in a Dollar General.
Yeah.
Barely $1.50. No. You just spent $8.
Yeah. I'm gonna shovel,
Nudging it.
I'm gonna shovel 400 quarters into this thing to try to get this snail.
Because the girl's there and you're just like sweating bullets. Come on, little guy.
Grab.
You're frustrated.
So frustrating.
Dude, the claw. Love that.
That's how we got.
Your subject is sledding.
Oh, it's coming up, man. I haven't been sledding in a good long time.
I think my sledding days are done.
Really?
I don't want to hurt my back.
That is the saddest.
I don't have insurance.
Well, we'll get there again. When the kids
I got to
there.
work the core. Yeah, I'll just put.
Your subject is darts.
Bullseye.
How's your darts practice been going?
It's been going good. I actually know the bartender at the Harbor Inn now because I go like once a week by myself
Yeah.
just to throw. I have a gin and tonic, throw around the board a couple times, and good to go.
And then
Greg.
people are like, "Yeah, Greg, who's that weirdo over there playing darts by himself?"
And-
How you getting any Yankees? What do they call them? Yahtzees?
yeah, Shanghai's.
Shanghai's. That's the one.
Shanghai's are still tough.
Yeah.
I hit 3 singles in a Shanghai game, but
Nice.
it's hard to get the full Shanghai.
Hey.
I broke 140 on a 3 darts the other day. So it was like a triple 20 and a double 18 and something else to equal more than 140.
That is awesome. That's insane.
I'm getting there.
Most you can get 180, 3 triple 20s.
Yeah. Yeah.
140.
Well, no. Because if you hit the 3 bullseyes, those are 50.
Yeah, it's only 150.
No, the 300, I think it is.
Oh, you get like a bonus.
I think if that's a good point. Why would you want to hit the middle? No. Yeah, why would you want to hit the middle in 301?
I mean,
trying to hit that
depends
triple
on what.
20.
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
Okay,
Is
you're
triple
right.
20.
Yeah, okay.
That's,
I'm on track.
Your subject is whiskey.
I'm getting good at aiming, but I can't keep count on the score. I broke the rule. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Whiskey?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's too buttery.
It's too yeah.
I don't like the taste.
Too buttery?
Yeah, that's the flavor. Like, it's,
Do you not like pancakes?
I love pancakes, but I don't. It's like I don't know. That's how I equate it. I don't drink much whiskey.
I have never heard whiskey described as buttery. Have you?
It's like
This is your thing.
Okay. Not bailing me out. Thanks.
No.
No. Okay. No, I'll give it to you though. Because you're a vodka guy.
yeah, vodka. That
Okay.
works.
Whiskey, yeah, I was in a phase. I've kind of fallen out of it. It's something that you have to keep up. I do find that it's not like riding a bike. Drinking whiskey is not like riding a bike. Having like a refined taste in whiskey isn't something you just pick up again.
You build up the tolerance.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And the palate for
I've
it.
been really into gin. Sorry, this is a whiskey
okay.
segment. So
No, yeah.
just
It's an offshoot.
things we're subbing whiskey for.
That's Michelle loves gin, but
We don't like the Mistress whiskey.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. That caramel.
So I should cancel the whiskey tour for your bachelor party.
I don't know. You guys can go.
Good luck. Don't come back.
Yeah.
I would like to go to a big distillery though, like the Jameson one, just because those huge barrel rooms are pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think it would be cool to see a little piece of history. And then I'd like to go to Scotland.
You throw it in their old
Your subject is bass lines.
baseline.
Or
Yeah.
bass.
Wait, well, which is it? So we got baselines, which in baseball they go down at a 90-degree angle out. Yeah. Basketball, you got the baselines each end of the court when you're running suicides back and forth. Yep. You guys ever play basketball in school?
That is the one sport I could never get good at.
Yeah, you have these suicides where you go foul line, back to the baseline, the half court, back to the baseline, opposite foul line, baseline, baseline, baseline.
Nice.
Hated it.
Yeah, most people.
And then you got baseline like
yeah.
Something like that. Like
that is not copyrighted. Very good. See, I'm over here singing songs, and you're over there just making
sweet bass lines.
Sweet bass lines, man. Good bass line's great. Geddy Lee from Rush, dude, master. But he plays it like a guitar. I will say that it does sound like a just
who
really downtown
top basseurs.
Top basseurs, Flea, Sting.
Probably. I think Flea comes up.
No, he Sting's guitarist.
Is he?
Yeah. No, the Edge is the guitarist.
The wrestler?
No, the Edge.
Oh,
Edge.
Wasn't Paul McCartney the bassist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Liverpool bass.
Yeah.
Right there. He can also play anything. I've seen him.
Yeah.
He did a special one time where he just walked around this giant stage with all these instruments on it, and he's like, over here you'll see the monograph, and just playing it. Sweet.
They also say it's unlucky to step on the bass line in baseball. Like when you're walking up, when you're walking onto the field, do not step on the bass line.
I could picture that.
Yeah,
that's a good superstition.
Are
there any bass lines in football?
I don't think there. I think it's just end zone.
Back of the end zone.
Yeah, back of the end zone.
Goal line stand.
They always said in basketball, like when a defender's trying to come, like drive the baseline, just put your foot on the baseline, because then he's got to try to go through you.
Are defenders allowed to step out of
Yeah, you can step out of bounds.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you can't, like your whole body can't, but you can put your foot on the baseline or over the baseline. And then, but I thought so.
Your subject is Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
What a legend.
Ultimate Frisbee. That's when I knew he was the real deal.
He plays?
Yeah, you never saw that picture?
Maybe. I don't know.
He was a big Ultimate Frisbee guy, even up until his 60s. Yeah.
Well, he can move and shake.
Yeah.
Well, it's all physics. It's
all physics. He's great at it. He's bending it.
Yeah. That guy, he's like a Fred McFeely Rogers, I think. He has this thing where he's just trying to teach people. But I feel like at this point, he was teaching kids for so long about trying to get interested in science and physics and all that good stuff. And he just got to this point where he's like, now my whole fan base is older, and now I can say people are stupid.
Yeah, he's evolved with his own
he's grown
audience, which is great. It's what you want, somebody who can continue to change things up. And I wonder if him and Neil deGrasse Tyson get along. Who would you pick in a fight? Probably I'd pick Neil.
Neil's got the weight class, I think.
Yeah. And the mustache.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of DeGrasse.
Yeah, that's why they got weight classes in fighting and boxing and MMA, because you could just have a big guy.
Sure.
So I feel like I have to go weight class on this.
But if it was like a sci-fi fantasy fight, I don't know. I'd give it to Bill because he's probably like over there like, if you mix 2 parts of seltzer water, 4 parts of lava lamp liquid, and a couple of D&D dye, you'll get a giant atom bomb.
But then Neil's like, well, if you picture this here, the world is a marble, and on that marble there's a surface, and it's so rigid but so smooth at the same time that you could roll it on a baby's head at that moment, and then at that, so he's doing. He has a hologram that's just telling Bill Nye this, and then he's coming around and stabs him in the pocket.
That's actually how I could picture him doing it.
Your subject is drones.
I know a lot of people freaked out, but I'm looking forward to the day you can get drone deliveries. I don't know. That's tough because like everyone's worried about the all the jobs that are going to go missing from that.
Who's flying them?
That's my big thing. Who's doing the repairs on them? Like, you're going to have maintenance on these. They're not going to just make them to be disposable, And it's not going to be as hard as working on trucks where, like, you really got to get in there. I mean, DJ will tell you all day long, like, working on cars and stuff's a lot. You're banging on stuff. Those hands get numb. Yeah. But when you're working on drones and things like that, it's got to be a little more pleasant, right?
Maybe. Well, if there was drone delivery, what would the noise pollution be? Would just going outside be?
Is this poisonous?
But that's all you would hear going outside.
Now that you did it, forget about drone delivery services. Forget it.
Because there'd be so many flying. Like, is there going to be enough drone? Like,
you'd have to regulate it, and it's just like at that point, there's going to be taxes and abuse of power and money changing hands, and people will take over because they can acquire more drones in the air. It's going to be a whole segment of new stuff.
And you'll have people stealing, like shooting down drones, and just
that's going to be the number one reason people lose drones.
They're throwing nets and
stuff.
But
how much is the like manslaughter rates of just stray bullets? No, I'm serious. People have died from just people firing guns in the air and then a town over, like the bullet coming down. That's going to happen a lot.
Shouldn't have been standing there.
Your subject is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3.
Oh, you gave us the best one.
Is it?
Is it?
I mean, Toby's my Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
He's not yours.
Oh, I was going to say, do you even know? He's in that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm on the default setting now where you haven't seen the movie. So I'm sorry.
No, this was before college. So yes, I did watch some movies. After college, I haven't watched any movies.
Too busy being a stud.
Yeah.
No, it was good. My favorite part of it is Thomas Hayden Church in that one.
Who is that?
The Sandman guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Can't throw names at me like I'm gonna know.
All right, baby steps.
Yeah. I just be happy I got Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, that guy Topher Grace. Yeah, he's a great Spider-Man.
Yeah, Topher Grace. He was. I don't know if he was the best.
Eddie Brock.
Yeah, Eddie Brock. Maybe he was good.
Whoa.
What was Venom?
Venom. There we go.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
He was a little excited, a little excitable.
It took him out of that 70s show.
Yeah. James Franco was good in that movie.
Yeah, he was good in that. Yeah,
that was back when James Franco still had a grip. Sam Raimi, man, the MCU needs like Sam Raimi back or somebody back because they are losing their sight. Eye on the prize.
You're telling me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You haven't seen it. MCU exists post Luke. There's Luke College. There's Luke LBC. Luke before college. LAC. Luke after.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Chargers.
I've only watched this one Super Bowl. Oh wait, no, that was the Rams.
No, I liked it in general. I mean, I like it better than the second one, less than the first one, probably.
Yeah, I like the first one.
Yeah, it goes 1-3-2 for me.
Yeah,
which
you didn't like
is
Doc
not
Ock?
super popular. Yeah, see, people get on my case because it was a great performance, but I like kind of the
movie.
I like the flying around part where they're all just going crazy on each other,
throwing sand in people's eyes. Pocket sand.
Yeah.
Your subject is English accents.
Oh no.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Yeah, I was so tempted. I was just we have quite a bit of
My problem with English. So they're speaking the Queen's English. What do we speak? We're speaking actual English.
we're speaking
And first
the
off,
president's English.
President's English. We're speaking freedom English.
Freedom.
Rest in peace, Queen.
Free bird English.
Rest in peace, Queen. I think we got
R.I.P.
out there.
Queen Lizzie.
Probably
Probably not supposed to say that.
but
I meant Queen Lizzie.
yeah, no, but they're jumbling it up. English is a dumb language to begin
They don't know what
with.
they're doing over there.
Yeah.
They think they made it up.
Then you got Australian English.
They originated it. We perfected it.
Yeah, we did. They're adding U's.
We
and stuff.
freaking did, man.
Armour, glamour.
Glamour. They got U's floating around random
Neighbor.
places.
There's way too many U's in British English.
Your subject is pandas.
Oh, have you ever seen that video of pandas just falling out of trees? Yeah. I love that
Big,
video.
Cuddly, stupid.
We need to save pandas from themselves. It's so funny. Oh man, they're falling. Have you seen this, DJ? Oh my God, Ferry Bread's like, yes, they're falling on their heads. They might be the clumsiest animal out there.
It's so adorable.
Yeah, but of course he's like getting up. He's got spinal damage. But we're like, oh,
Scoliosis. I love the video. It's like a big mama panda just gnawing on bamboo, and then there's a baby panda just sleeping there, all cute, and then just lets out this. He's like sneezing. The mom's like, Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that one's funny too. Dude, pandas. I always wanted to pet a panda. That'd be sweet.
little panda pet.
That it's also amazing how small they are to how big they get.
Yeah,
They're born outside of the body like that small.
that could be you.
Like, probably would. No, but you know what I mean? There's not many mammals. I don't know. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say a definitive like that, but it is a stark example of a small baby turning into a pretty powerful animal. Because I heard you're not really, I mean, they're typically docile, but they have incredible jaw strength.
Well, that's. I think they're like hippos too, where they're more dangerous than people think.
Yeah, people have lost fingers for sure.
Yeah, a lot of digits.
A lot of digits down those gullets.
Yeah.
That was a good one, mate. God, I still can't do it.
Australian English.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the problem. All the dialects fit into my head. But you know what's funny is when you go over there and you ask a British person, because they'll be like they make fun of me a lot of like, that was horrible. You suck at this. You're so bad at it. And I'm like, all right, give me Alabama right now. Do it. Go ahead. And they're like, you want some fried chicken? And you're like, okay, stop.
Dang, they nailed it.
Yeah. That's an English person doing an Alabama accent.
You need to send somebody from Mississippi to London and see how they do.
Hey, how y'all doing out here?
No,
No, Louisiana.
oh, dude. Anywhere in the dirty.
Get them into
dirty.
that, like, what's it called down there? Like,
Yit-yetting. That's what I call it. Doing yets. Just making up their own words.
Send boom
Holler
power.
out to my real LA folks, Louisiana, baby.
Hang on, man. Queen here. I want to see Queen. Hang on, man. Got a fuzzy hats, man. Come on, man.
hey man, you see this rat over here? Dude, can you do that? Can you do that for me?
What?
The rat, the Ohio kid that you don't remember?
Ras over there, Dad?
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Oh, dang on, man. When I was out here, I was hitting the baseball and dang old big old rat came out and scooting around. And dude, man, I was like, whoa, dude, what are you doing here, man? You know, that just rat just came around and ran around the garage, man. That's crazy, dude.
Southern Ohio, everyone. Luke Horvat doing Southern Ohio. Well, if you got a rat problem and it stinks around your house, that would be bad and would be kind of confusing. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But you know what does make sense? Scented scent sticks. That's right. Scented scent sticks allow you to breathe the fresh air that you have been missing if you want to. Some of our scents available to you are fresh air and other scents like that. So if you want to breathe fresh air and not spend a lot of cents on great scents, buy scented scent sticks. It just makes a lot of sense for you. It makes a lot of sense for us when you spend your cents on the scented scent sticks. I swear, we have a whole load of new fresh scents, mainly fresh air though. We're working on more and more scents every single second. But for right now, your fresh air scented scent sticks today, you can get those right now. At checkout, it would make a lot of sense if you would use the VC Pod 60 code for 60 cents off each scented scent sticks at checkout. This is not an actual product service idea. Just in case you thought it was, it's not. If there is something out there with the same name, we are unaware of, no affiliation, offer no judgment on the actual product service idea. Oh, man. Dude, so how does it do that? I have been getting into something that a lot of people get into them. And it's not what you think it is.
Scoliosis.
It's pizza.
Yummy. I think that's like America's favorite pastime.
It's got to be. I've been getting into making my own homemade dough.
What?
And I got a KitchenAid for at the wedding and didn't use it for a year.
That's how it happened.
KitchenAid, dude. That thing's like a dream machine.
I know. And I think I was just, I anticipated opening it too much. Like, oh, this is going to be so good. And then I opened it, and sure enough, it's an incredible machine.
Yeah.
It's
classic.
It's an essential. I know they're a little pricey, but man, the stuff you can do with them and the way that they built them, like they know what they're building them for, and it's not for cheap little mixing stuff.
That thing's going to last you years, decades.
And you can kind of put it through the paces.
Mm-hmm.
The working with dough is tough, especially like pizza dough, because it's a little thicker, a little more elasticity. You need something that that can really handle like really pounding it and really mashing it around.
Oh yeah, you got to get in there, give it everything.
Get in it, and that's what I was saying. So, yeah, so I've been messing around with playing by making my own dough, and it's been getting me a little bit deeper into like flour and grains. So essentially, I just wanted to quickly explain to you guys, how does it do that? Not all flours are created equal. Some of them are different blends of different types of grain, and some of them, certain strains of grain are more hardy than others, and it just also depends on where they're grown. So I did find out, though, I had to go into it because it was like gluten, right? What's gluten? I always thought gluten was its own thing, one thing.
Yeah.
But gluten is actually not. It's the combination of two proteins, which is weird. Again, I thought it was like a single protein. That'd be like, I guess, just a protein.
Just one
I was like, it's not an atom. But what I'm trying to say is I thought it was like one material, and that was what gluten was, and it's in flour. But gluten is actually more like, if you think about it, it's more applicable to like a weave of like a cloth. Like it's proteins being woven together. And so
layers. Many layers.
It's woven together is the best example, and it's made of, the first protein is glutenin, which bind together in like long threads when you add water, because they kind of like the molecules kind of like expand, and then it kind of like.
Are you trying to sell me on something like just add water and you'll get your threads?
Get glutenin.
Chalk it in the flour. Glutenin. That's the first part of it, and that creates like if you think about it, it's a bunch of if you took like a bunch of yarn and just threw it in a pile and then like tried to like weave something with it, it wouldn't work. So when you with the other protein, gliadin, it's kind of like it enables those strands to kind of be worked together. Because like if you had just a glutenin dough ball, like it would always stay in like a ball, even if you punched it and changed it and like pushed it. So you wouldn't be able to shape it into things, especially pizza dough, because it would always want to retain that shape the way it kind of worked. So you're not weaving something together.
So what
it's
planets
just
are made out of?
Planets?
Planets, that's why they're always ball formed, because they're made out of the glutenin.
Yeah, except for Mercury and retrograde. It's just unraveling. You know? Completely unraveling. No, so I know this is really sciencey, and the baking and making stuff in the oven is all science, and I'm not nearly. I'm just reading stuff right now. No, I'm trying to theorize it with you guys.
I hope you're not faking, because we're shaking.
And we're shaking. Bacon.
But the point is that somebody described it in my reading that the gliadin is kind of like the ball bearings between like the glutenin molecules. So essentially it allows them to be kind of reshaped and reformed. That's why it's so important when like you see the guys like guys and women folding over the dough and kind of like pounding it in and folding it over. That is actually like what is weaving it nicely together. And that's what I didn't understand. Because like I've seen bread dough or certain simple batters made. You just mix it all up. You pour it in a little muffin tin and then it bakes and boom, it's done.
Oh, that's why you need it.
You need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why the heftier you can do it rather than just like, whoop, 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 little massage here and there. Like that's not going to do it. You actually have to pretty much pull it apart and reshape it and fold it in. And that's why they say that technique is the best. So yeah, I was learning about that the more you can do it, the better your dough will be.
Is there overbeating when it comes to pizza dough?
That's what I couldn't find out. I'm interested to know. I think the one thing that happens is you start to lose moisture if you keep like moving it around because it's just kind of like escaping. I'm just theorizing. This is complete theory.
And higher possibility of knuckle hairs.
Exactly. I've actually shaved my knuckle hairs so I can do more pizza. It's a sacrifice, but it's for the dough,
I probably shouldn't touch any.
But yeah, Italians have sorted flour into 4 different categories. Leave it to them. 2, 1, 0, and 00, also known as Doppio Zero.
That's dope.
That's dope. Essentially, it refers to the grind of the flour. So 2 is like the coarsest grind, and 00 is like the finest grind. And what that's doing is removing parts of the seed of the grain. So I broke it down here. Parts of grain are like the bran, which is like the seed's outer skin. That's like packed with fiber. And then the germ, which is like the little thing, the embryo. This is like where you find all the good stuff, the disease preventing stuff, the metabolism boosting stuff, blood sugar stabilizing, cholesterol lowering, antioxidants, fibers, vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, and the like.
We need more stuff like that.
Pizza's good for you.
Yeah, that's all I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And then you have the endosperm, which is the
Stay
germ.
away.
Get it out.
Do not put
Get it
that
out.
in me.
Remove it. This is the germ's food supply, which is like where all the starches are. So as you're like refining the grind on this flour, the big thing that's getting removed is the bran. And so that's what gives it the coarseness, because it's like the hardier, woodier stuff. And the more you pull out of it, the more you get down into the germ and to the endosperm. So that's also where all these proteins are packed and all the good stuff. That's why people have been telling me to try this 00. There's also like pizza doughs out there that are essentially like combinations of like just higher protein. And to get a pizza dough, they want, I think it's like 15 to 17% like protein and mixed in with all the other pieces of the flour.
So where are you reading about this? This is like forum. I mean, this has got to be like any other hobby.
I guess you guys just gotta be like, I just picturing pizza right now. Just like I don't care about anything.
Like D&D groups of like pizza dough makers.
Yeah.
We just make the dough, man.
I mean, it is serious, and you can go deep down. And flour is like wine. I mean, you can find rare, high grade, very refined flour out there. I'm sure you're going to pay $30 for a half pound or whatever, but I mean, it is what it is for pizza.
You sifting it before you work it?
No, because you don't have to, because you want all that stuff in there. You want all the pieces in there when you buy the 00 flour. Because the other thing that they pointed out is like some people would theorize, oh, well then if you just remove all the bran and then you just keep all the good protein stuff, then like you're gonna have great dough. But actually, sometimes having a little bit of that bran in there, because it has like down at the microscopic level, has like little kind of like spikes and hooks, can actually help. It's like running a comb through wool. Like it kind of like keeps the things running smooth. That's making that weave nicer and cleaner, which eventually gives you a chewier pizza or like a smoother texture of the pizza. So that's why I think sometimes you can taste it like in a really cheap pizza. It's very kind of like, kind of like
a funky twang.
I mean, it's still okay,
Yeah.
but it's just
A little rubbery.
or not even as moist. Like it's very dry. And then like a really good pizza, I don't know, you can just kind of tell. You're like, whoa, like this is something.
They spritz this one down with some water.
Yeah.
What's your go-to crust?
Like if I'm ordering?
Yeah, if you're ordering, or what do you like making?
What are you making? What's it?
I've been messing around with like just an oregano Parmesan butter.
Okay.
We're getting traditional. We're getting thin. What do we?
I like thick thicker
You're a
pizza.
thick boy.
I've been experimenting with it. I have a square pan at home, and instead of using the big baking sheet, I've been using that, which is nice because you get a little bit of depth. The problem is I don't have a top oven with flame, so it's
broiler.
I have a broiler. I haven't been able to figure out the broiler. Oh, you know what the problem is? The broiler. It's a single
Central.
The central one down the middle. So if you put the pizza in there and one side is underneath the broiler, it gets like really heated up.
Maybe that's the secret to getting like a good cooked middle bit, though. Maybe that you crack that open.
I gotta line it up better next time.
You shift it every 90 seconds.
Yeah, just
Nick, why do you have the level in the measuring tape? I'm making pizza.
don't mess with the science. The wizard is at work. The Pizza Wizard. That's gonna be the name of my pizza shop, dude.
like
Pizza
it.
Wizard
I buy it.
with pinball machines in it. Pinball
Yep.
Pizza Wizard. Hell yeah!
Sell it.
Ideas
guys.
We're ideas guys. I'll actually be there to make the pizza. I thought about quitting everything and just being a pizza guy.
Yeah.
Pizza and bagels.
Pizza and bagels. And then,
And sometimes-
eventually, both. Pizza bagels. For breakfast.
So yeah, I do like flavored crust. I mean, I've been trying to figure out how to get it to have a little bit more of a nice kind of little bit more of a golden brown on the crust, because right now it's just kind of baked out, which is fine.
Some people like getting baked out.
It's okay once in a while. But I saw a guy make a hamburger roll the other day where he took homemade crust, like made a little like pizza thing, put the ground meat, cheese, and some onions in there, folded it over like a little pie thing, like a roll.
Yeah.
Baked it, but he did a egg wash over the top of it, and that gave it a nice like crispy like
Brown.
shininess.
Little pizza.
But it was like shiny and like that nice crackle. So I'm gonna try that next time. I think on the next pizza on the crust.
You take the spoon and you tap it.
Crack, 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 and then inside is mozzarella stick.
So Pizza Wizard, someone comes in, like, hey, yo, Nicky, let me get a slice. And like, we don't got no slice. We got pizza bagels. Okay, give me a pizza bagel.
No, give me a slice. You give him the top half of a pizza bagel.
What's this?
What's this? It's sliced in half.
What's that?
Hey.
Go play some pinball. Get out of here.
Don't be a hero, mate. You look after your mates, and your mates will always look after you. Yeah, cheers.
Yes, cheers indeed as we go down under to the Australian English segment, Australian news, part of our classic Velocity Chaos podcast lineup. And on this episode, we got Hearts on Fire. No, wait. Utes on Fire. Classic 80s song. No, this is current. So we have Matthew Buncey, B-U-N-C-E. It's not important to the story. But Matthew, he is without his Toyota Helix. That's right. His Ute burst into flames Saturday. I think this was 2 Saturdays ago. So early September. He woke up Saturday evening to someone telling him his Ute was on fire in minutes. It was bright enough to light up the quiet street that Matthew lived on. His $51,000 2021 Toyota Helix gone into ash and
What?
rubble. That's right. He didn't even do nothing. He was sleeping.
He was sleeping, man.
And then we got the CCTV footage to back that claim up. The car was sitting there for hours, 3-4 hours before anything happened. Someone's security camera from their house caught it, and it just spontaneously combusted. So
What?
But-
Imagine being in this thing. And it was a new one, 2021.
yeah, Buncey's like, well, okay, so I'm going to pay for this to get towed to the Toyota dealership. I trust Toyota. Like, they've always been good. I've been happy. I got a 7-year warranty. Surely Toyota will cover this. No. He took it to the dealership. They said, we can't find any fault. It's on you.
Because it's burned out. Of course you're not going to find any fault. What do you think? There's a black box in here? Like, this is an airplane? This is, a 747, and we're just going to find the floating black box and be like, oh, I see what the problem is. No.
Got all the information. No, it's gone. It's destroyed. And then because the firefighters came and put it out, they couldn't tell the origin of the fire. Oh, another thing. And here's another thing. Mercury in retrograde. So, can't always blame it. No. So what happened is earlier this year, he was having financial problems, because he just bought a $51,000 car. He canceled his car insurance.
Oh,
He's like, I had other things that were more important to pay. I thought I could slide on
Bunsey,
that.
what are you doing?
Yeah, he was like, that one's on me. But still, I figured the warranty would cover anything that would happen like this.
I mean, wouldn't Toyota be like, I'm watching this footage. No one's around the car.
Yeah.
There's no Daenerys Targaryen flying around.
Dracarys.
Dracar is burned up. The guy's just like, I'm going to go run this up the corporate ladder. Because if we have trucks just spontaneously combusting at people's driveways, wouldn't you kind of want to know if it was going to happen again?
Yeah.
Or there's going to be a kid in one?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe some mom goes to the shop and leaves her kid in the car in the hot sun for about an hour. And that thing spontaneously combusts. Like, that kid's going to
be merciful on the child.
That's kind of say.
Adding insult to injury at that point.
Yeah. No, but seriously, like, families drive these things around, guys. Yeah. Like, I mean, who knows? It could just be by a house and catch the house on fire. Who knows?
That too. Multiple ramifications.
But on CCTV camera, I feel like that's a joke around, like, England and Australia. They're like, oh, catch it on the CCTV. And it's like, I see it, but I'm not going to do anything about it.
I don't believe you.
like in America, it's like, hey, ship it. This guy guilty. And like out there, it's like, I needed to be there at 2:30 in the morning to see it happen with my own eyes. I needed to be in the car or maybe have the hood popped just to make sure I saw where it originated. Man, get out of here.
So yeah, he's been calling. They stopped answering him. So and there's been other cars. There was a Toyota Camry that also ignited earlier in the month. That month in Brisbane. Toyota. Let's see, with video capturing a RAV4 hybrid exploding into flames in a Gold Coast driveway last year. So there's been Toyota recalled hundreds of Helix Rogues after a safety issue was discovered that could lead to short circuits and, in the worst case, vehicle fire.
So it's been proven.
It's been awards.
We got to call Bunce and be like, bro, we're amateur lawyers over here. We're amateur Australian lawyers, but we've read enough news that we think you have a case here.
Yeah, we'll take it on. Velocity Chaos, attorneys at large or at law, whatever. I don't know. Wait on, Mercury's in retrograde because that just shows you that in life, when everything catches on fire, what are you gonna do? You just got to be calm. You got to take some time, get some water, not too much time, okay? Because everything's on fire. Put it out though. You gotta assess a little bit before you start running because you don't want to spread the fire. You don't want to grab your cup that's next to you and throw your whiskey on there. That's not gonna be good. You want to get water. Water is much better. Or or if it's I think electrical fire, you want to drown it. I don't know what you do. You throw something an oil fire. Don't throw water on an oil fire. Is what I'm getting at. You gotta suffocate it on your pizza, because when you're playing the bass lines of life, throwing the darts, sledding down the hills. You wanna curve the crust. You gotta carve it out, and then just let that sauce soak up into that moist dough. And the deeper, the better that you can get. And then when it's all in there, nice and crispy, don't take a picture. How dare you? How dare you? What an insult! You pull out your camera. You set up the lights. You step away from the claw machine for just a minute, and you take a photograph. That's right. A nice, slow exposure, watching the crust rise, the sauce bubble. Hell, throw your drone in there too. I'm sure that'll be cool, because when you can't think of anything else, just blame it on Mercury. It's in retrograde.
All right. Speaking of fires, we are pulling in and lighting up the recommendation station. Woo-woo! Ooh, yeah. This is where the part of the show where we make sure that you guys leave with nothing less than a decent recommendation from us. We recommend lifestyle. We recommend things. We recommend technology, TV, music, podcasts. No, we don't. We should start recommending other podcasts.
Yeah.
Only if they're good enough. Only if they're good enough. Guys, I'm recommending to you one of my favorite movies. And it's got fire. And it's got dragons. And it's probably shot during Mercury in retrograde.
Does it have pizza?
It should, though, because it almost had people topping pizza. Rain of Fire, baby. 2002. A Buena Vista release.
That's back when I watched movies.
Have you seen this movie?
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
This is the greatest day ever.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Luke can verify my recommendation. Directed by Rob Bowman. It stars Christian Bale. It gets better. Gerard Butler. It gets better. Matthew McConaughey.
What
Bro.
a star-studded
Right.
cast.
Oh, what a lineup. Yeah.
I didn't
All right.
realize it was him for like so long.
Yeah.
Like I was watching, it's like, it's like this is like 40 minutes in. Like, is that McConaughey?
So yoked.
He's yoked. He's bald.
yoked. A bald.
Like, shaved head, goatee. Like,
Cigar smoking.
yes. Oh man, what a badass.
Denton Van Zandt.
Oof,
That's his
a
character
sweet
name. Incredible. If you want to see some cool stuff with dragons and flying around and the world in trouble, this is a good one. $82 million at the box office on a $60 million budget. I think it's gonna make a comeback someday.
Yeah.
Guys, this movie, I can't recommend it enough. It's a blast from the past. And if Luke's seen it, you know it's legit.
Oh yeah.
So that's it for me. You can check it out, I'm sure, across multiple streaming platforms, but I recommend just finding the Blu-ray. There's some good special features on. I think they did a pretty good job on the Dragons for 2002.
All right,
I mean,
yeah.
there's some good crash scenes and a lot of fire stunts. So you thought Backdraft had it on lock. Rain of Fire, 2002.
Well, they say dragons, they can see great in the day. They can see even better at night. But twilight, or what it does, I don't know.
It's in the failing mind.
Yeah.
Just gets out of focus. All right.
It's golden hour. Oh, that was beautiful. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks all you out there for hanging with us for the 83rd episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast. Whether you were listening or watching or just not paying attention, we are glad that you had your dial set to us. We know that's not really a thing for podcasts, but it's important that you are here going on this journey across the airwaves with us. I just want to thank our tried, trusty, true DJ Ferry Bread for being here.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me out. This is a delicious episode.
It was tasty from top to bottom. Guys, whatever's going on in your life, take heed. Don't worry about it. Just blame it on Mercury in retrograde, and you'll be good to go. Get away with all of it. All right, this is Nick. I'll see you next time on the Velocity Chaos podcast.
And this is Luke signing out. Thank you guys once again. We appreciate you so much. If you got something deeper you want, email us, velocitycastpodcast@gmail.com, or comment on the YouTube video or Instagram post that we're doing. All the other stuff. Maybe we should get a Twitter out there. I don't know. I feel like Twitter could be a little more accessible in some degree. I don't know. We'll see. But we're doing stuff. Thank you guys for your support. And like we always say, what it is what when the words don't, just blame Mercury. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in to the Velocity Chaos Podcast. We upload new episodes every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Spotify, or your podcast platform of choice. Interact with us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod or on Facebook and YouTube at Velocity Chaos Podcast. We are grateful for your time and hope you enjoyed it here. Please tell a friend, and thank you once again.